Second down. Back about 8, Ferguson. Again, a lot of time. The big bomber to Hill at the 1-yard line. No, touchdown. Touchdown.
Super fantastic catch.
He was a Sun Devil legend, one of only 4 athletes in Arizona State history to letter in 3 sports: football, baseball, and track. J.D. Hill distinguished himself as a generational talent. On the football field, J.D.'s impact was undeniable. In the 1970 season, he helped lead the Sun Devils to an undefeated record, capped off with a Peach Bowl victory over North Carolina. His stellar performance earned him All-American honors, and eventually he was inducted into the ASU Hall of Fame. In the 1971 NFL Draft, he was selected 4th overall by the Buffalo Bills, the first wide receiver taken that year. Over 7 seasons with the Bills and Detroit Lions, he left a mark. He was selected for the Pro Bowl in 1972 and racked up a career-high 147 receiving yards in a single game against the Patriots. But while his career was climbing, J.D.'s personal life was falling apart. Behind the stats and the spotlight, he was fighting a silent war, a battle with addiction that threatened to unravel everything: his career, his purpose, and his family.
Walking the streets that people would see me and ask for my autograph, I'm weighing 169 pounds, soaking wet, walking in 3 feet of snow looking for crack cocaine. And people would say, "Oh man, look at that, look at him. Man, you used to be J.D. Hill."
In desperation, his wife made a phone call to Larry Kirichuk. And Larry had one answer: the Dream Center. What followed wasn't just recovery, it was redemption. Through the ministry and care of the Dream Center, J.D.'s life began to transform. In the darkest moments of history, Christ met him there. And from the rubble, God began to rebuild. Brick by brick, day by day, God restored everything the enemy had tried to steal: his dignity, his purpose, his family. That awakening gave birth to Catch the Vision, J.D.'s personal ministry, dedicated to guiding others toward healing, restoration, and their divine calling. Today, J.D. continues to preach the message his life now embodies. It is never too late for God to write a new chapter.
How do you want to be remembered? How are people going to remember you? And so people might remember me for my great athletic accomplishments, but also they're going to remember the struggles that I went through and how I overcame. I do want to be remembered for my overcoming.
The ripple effect of J.D.'s redemption is most visible in his children. 6 of his sons earned NCAA Division I scholarships, a testimony to the faith, discipline, and perseverance instilled by their father. Among them, Lonzell Hill, wide receiver at the University of Washington, played for the New Orleans Saints and Hamilton Tiger Cats. Khalil Hill, star wide receiver at the University of Iowa, played for the Atlanta Falcons and in the CFL. Shelby Hill, standout wide receiver at Syracuse University. Hakeem Hill, running back at Arizona State University, continued in the CFL. Tonight, these sons stand beside their father, a living legacy of faith, family, and transformation. J.D. Hill knows what it means to turn pain into purpose and brokenness into blessing. Please welcome visionary and overcomer J.D. Hill. Joining him, Pastor Tommy Barnett and Larry Kirichuk.